We're live.
We're live.
Hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Hello. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday
Let
afternoon.
me see how we sound. I think we're sounding a little quiet. Oh, no, we sound fine.
We sound good?
You're sounding a little quiet. How we doing?
Doing good, Johnny. I was a little bit away from the mic. Maybe that's why I was a
That
little
was probably
quiet.
it. We have the next chair here. Nick will be joining us.
Nick will be here in a minute.
a
He's
second.
Just finishing up some work stuff.
Yes, he's, he has a job. I don't know if you know this, but we have jobs here. I know.
I thought this is all we did.
People seem to think that.
I
People
see
always
a lot of comments. People go, I've been following you on here for a while. Love your content, but don't know what you do.
it's not like we have our pinned comment on TikTok saying what we do.
I love that. I love when people say, like, oh, you should make a video of this and that. It's just like, dude, it's the pinned comment.
Mm-hmm.
I saw people for a while, like, make the Office intro or something like that. It's just like, we did.
We did.
It's right there.
It's not pinned anymore.
And not anymore. When it used to be pinned. I remember seeing people say that.
Yep. We got Sonny, Dwayne, Ethan in the chat. What's up,
The
everyone?
regulars. What's up, guys?
Yeah, Dwayne, don't worry. Big Nick will be hopping in. He's just talking to Rachel, I think.
Yeah,
about
they're
work
figuring
stuff.
out some work stuff.
Should we wait for Big Nick? Yeah, let's get the show started. We're here. We're live.
We'll just talk about some stuff.
We'll talk
before
about
we
some
get here.
stuff. Should we wait for Big Nick to do the intro? I feel bad.
I know it's his thing.
It's his thing.
Let's go around it. We'll have him do the intro.
Yeah,
you
we're
guys,
gonna-
you guys know what the episode is, but Nick will make it official.
Nick will
when he
make
gets
the
over
episode.
here.
Yeah, he'll make it official. So before we start, this is what we got coming out today. I guess I'll do that still.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do
You
that.
do that anyways.
Yeah. Tonight, oh boy, my computer is so slow. Let's see. Here we
We have
go.
the Drake bracket tonight.
Oh, the Drake bracket. Yeah,
Part
people have been
2.
asking for that.
Part 2 of the Drake bracket. Me and John did part 1. First half, trying to narrow down what his best song of all time is. We did the first side a week or so ago. Second part comes out tonight, and you guys will get our official answer of what of what Drake's best song is. So
Do you
keep
think
your
they're
eye
gonna
out
be
for that.
happy?
I think it's gonna be very mixed.
Mixed.
I don't even know if I'm happy with the result, to be honest with you, because me and John did it. Me and him. We each have our opinions for some songs. There are some songs I would have wanted to go further, and same with him. But you have to meet in the middle.
Yep, of
Just
course.
like any married couple, you got to meet in the middle.
You guys got married?
You're not gonna agree with everything. Shh. Did I say that? Fuck, that was supposed to be a secret.
Congratulations.
But yeah, I think people will. They'll get it.
they'll get it.
They'll get it.
They'll
Yeah.
get it.
They'll understand.
So we got that coming out tonight, and then tomorrow we got 2 YouTube videos coming out. One on our main account. Which team has more titles? That was the second episode of our duos games.
Yep.
You and John took
Yep.
on
Kevin and Josh.
Kevin and Josh.
Yep.
See who wins that game and holds the duos title. And then on the wrestling channel, we got the Randy Orton quiz.
That came out yesterday.
Oh, that came out
so we'll
yesterday?
have another one tomorrow.
Guess the wrestler by achievement.
That sounds like something that might be coming out tomorrow.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right. We have a wrestling video tomorrow.
Yes.
I don't even, honestly, sometimes I don't even know what our schedule is for the wrestling stuff. So
You just do it.
I just do it, bro. I just show up. I do it.
You kill it.
We always kill it.
And
Yeah.
one
Check out those videos.
And one last plug before we keep going. If you're listening to this as a podcast and want to become part of the conversation, we want to shout out on the podcast, want to be like Cal15, giving us a hey guys.
What's up, Cal?
Join our Patreon. We got a lot of content there that you can get from behind the paywall, and you can become a patron of Lumberland.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
It's a great time.
Dwayne asked, can you do a Kanye bracket?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do brackets for other artists as well. I think there was a website that me and John got the Drake one off of. We didn't make the 64 ourselves because that would take forever. But we got it from a website. I would assume they'd have some for other popular artists as well. So I don't see why we wouldn't do that. I'm sure we can get some other people in on that. We'll change up the people in that video. Well, yeah, that would be fun. You can do it. There's a bunch of artists you can do for that. Kanye. You can do Jay-Z maybe. You can do who else? I mean, you can do just about anyone.
Yeah. I've done the Kanye bracket. So there's the Kanye like bracketology
Mhm.
thing. And me and my friend, who's also a huge Kanye fan, is sorry, got this. One of my other friends who's a Kanye fan, we sit down yearly and do the bracket.
Mhm.
And the last time I did it was like 2 years ago. and I think I had Gorgeous winning it all.
Gorgeous was your the
It's not my
best
favorite.
Kanye
It's
song?
not my favorite Kanye song. It's not even the song I think is the best Kanye song. I think All Falls Down is the best Kanye song. But
That's how seeding works
yeah,
sometimes.
that's just how the matchups turn out. Sometimes underdogs can win.
That's right.
All right.
Gorgeous is the St. Peter's of
No,
Kind of
I'd say
brackets.
it's more like it's more UNC.
more like an 8th seed, middle of the pack.
Well, I think it's like a 3 seed,
That's
honestly.
fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we should just do the intro.
Yeah.
It's episode 408.
Got it. Hit it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then throw it over to me. All right, let's get into topics. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it. What do we got?
We're talking. Good thing we can talk about this before Nick shows up. NBA playoffs update.
Yes.
So since we last talked, the Boston Celtics have swept the New York Nets. Sorry, Brooklyn Nets.
Get your brooms out. Get your brooms out. We're going
Yes.
sweeping. We're sweeping. Unbelievable.
I mean, the Nets just didn't show up.
No.
After game one, they just
Kyrie checked out after game 1.
Definitely.
I'm telling you, dude. He had that one great performance. Still couldn't win it. And then at that point on afterwards, he was a no-show. Kevin Durant. He had 39 in game 4, but like you look at his shooting splits and stuff like that throughout the entire series, man, that guy was a shell of himself. I remember I'm watching the game and I'm literally just like, it wouldn't shock me if at some point after the series was over, he came out and was like, I was hurt or
Yeah.
something like that. Like that's just how he looked, and it was crazy. But the Celtics, their defense, they did what they had to do. They shut down the 2 of the best offensive players. They, when you do that, they're not going to beat you. So they did what they had to do. They got the job done, and now they can rest a few days.
Yeah.
And see what happens. But
now Kyrie's a free agent, right?
both him and Katie have 1 year left.
1 year left.
Yes, and then they'll have like player options, but in the NBA today, that's unless you're like hurt, you're not going to pick it up.
Exactly.
So
So all this talk, like Kyrie says, I'm coming back.
reminds me of something.
Yeah, sounds like he said before.
Reminds me of something you said before,
But
right?
if you're the Nets, how badly do you want Kyrie back?
I think
We're on year 3 of KD and Kyrie in Brooklyn.
right.
Now, obviously, the first year, there's been a lot of things that have gotten in the way.
Mhm.
Obviously, the last 3 years.
Yep.
It hasn't worked.
No?
They've gone to a conference semi, and they've gone to a first round bump.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not working.
No. It's obviously a letdown. It's underachieving for a team that one off season brought in 2 of the biggest name players at the time. When you do that, you immediately turn into title contenders, and each year they've been favorites, if not the overall favorite to win. Not even to make it as far as the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, that's a failure, 100%. I think Stephen A. Smith was talking about this, his contract stuff. If I'm not only the Nets, but any team, I wouldn't have an issue with bringing him back because you know what he'll give you. You know he's going to give you 25, 30 a night. He's one of the most special players in the NBA of all time, in my opinion. But I would never give him a long-term contract.
No.
I think you want Kyrie, you got to go year by year with this guy. That's just how it is. I mean, I wouldn't want to give him a 5-year, $250 million what he'll be eligible for. You wouldn't fucking find me giving him any of that. 1 year, 35, maybe. But other than that, no. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think KD is going to be the one that leaves.
You think?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like, I was talking to my friend about this the other day. I get it. Him and Kyrie are friends. They're off the court. They're friends. Blah blah blah. They came together. They wanted to be teammates. You can be best friends with someone and not work out on the court. I think we've seen that many times over the years. I mean, Westbrook and Harden more recently, they were good friends. They teamed up and they were awful. They ended up hating each other. Kevin Durant is a smart guy. You can say what you want about him, but he knows basketball, and he knows that with this situation, it's not looking like he can win in Brooklyn. So if I'm Kevin Durant, you're going into your last year of the deal. You're going to management. You're being like, listen, if nothing changes, if you don't help us out, if he doesn't figure his thing out, I'm walking and I'll go somewhere. I think
where
that's
do you think it makes sense for him.
honestly, I can see him doing like a middle of the pack team that kind of needs like one more guy, maybe.
Dallas.
Dallas is that would be definitely a good option. Not like he wouldn't go to like a super team. Like he wouldn't go to like a Clippers.
What about
or the Celtics?
the Washington Wizards?
Could go home to Washington. Yeah, I can see him doing something lesser
KD to
the
DC,
extent.
baby,
Yeah.
it's happening.
I can see something small like that, like not like a big market team, just something where he can go in, truly compete, team system, all that stuff.
The Wizards.
But him being the hometown team, that being
Sure,
a hometown
no,
team, I can see them being up there.
Nope.
But I can see that happening more than Kyrie leaving. Unless Kyrie is literally kicked out of Brooklyn, they're like, we're not bringing you back. I think Kevin Durant would be the one to leave. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't blame him. I really wouldn't. So he deserves better.
Yep. Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
So that series is over. There's one other series that's over so far, and that's the Heat Hawks. I gotta say,
Trae Young?
Trae Young.
Mm.
I mean, this is
Didn't
what I'm
look
gonna say
good.
though. Why he didn't look good is because he's going against probably the second best defense in the NBA
Behind the Celtics.
behind the
Yeah.
Celtics. That Celtics Heat series, if it happens, is going to be fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So the Heat managed to win last night without their best player and their third best player.
Right.
And if you watch the last play of the game,
They
they suffocated. It was
Shot
suffocating.
off.
I mean, you had the bench, 2 guys from the bench in that lineup,
Mm-hmm.
and that's still a death lineup.
You put
like,
yeah.
the defense is absolutely suffocating. And I love PJ Tucker. I think the dude's a winner.
You can plug him into
You can
any
plug him in
any
any
system,
system
any
that
team. Yep.
We were looking this up last night, me and my friends. Which NBA? Here's a trivia question. NBA trivia. Which NBA player has been to the most consecutive playoffs? With 13. They haven't missed a playoff appearance in their entire career.
I feel like I've seen. I feel like I actually have heard about this or read something about this recently. Damn it! Tell me.
James Harden.
James Harden. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna guess.
Never
James
missed the
Harden.
playoffs.
I mean, it makes sense.
does
I
make
guess
sense.
JJ Redick would have been. I think he went every year of his career besides his last year in New Orleans.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you wouldn't think James Harden was in the playoffs this year, though.
Yeah, well, he's not playing.
The Sixers are already selling tickets for round 2. Listen,
the-
guys, you got one game at a time here. Toronto's kind of creeping up on you.
It'd be the first time in NBA history a team.
It would be, but you know how many times Doc Rivers has blown big leads in the playoffs?
That's true.
Many times, more than any
Um,
other coach.
So the Heat with PJ Tucker and that death lineup was able to shut down the Hawks.
Mhm.
They are very
The
dangerous.
only thing,
they match up well against Celtics.
right. The only thing that really concerns me about the Heat, or maybe not concerns me, just makes me think like, all right, like if there's one bad thing you got to take from this team, or something that is a reason why they might not win it all, or something like that. I think it's impressive, but it's kind of concerning when your best / leading scorer is 21 years old, Tyler Hero, and he
Yeah.
comes off the bench. That's the only thing. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's very impressive, but your superstar, your best player, isn't your leading scorer.
But
He can be.
He can.
but
he can be, and he
statistically,
has proven,
he's not.
Sure, and an average per game, but that's not what makes him a superstar. Is scoring.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that.
That team has enough scoring to go around. Where their highest scorer is Tyler Hero, but they have multiple 3-point threats. They've got depth of guys who can get you a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
They've got guys who can stop. And then on the flip side, their defense. So they're not concerned with scoring. They'll beat you in a 90-88 game. Like, they'll beat you in the dirty, the games like that where you're not scoring a lot because that defense is suffocating.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mentality that Jimmy Butler brings to a team. And I think they're a lot more. I think the Celtics style of defense. I think the difference between the Heat and Celtics style of defense is the Heat's defense is scrappier than the Celtics. Celtics is a lot more clean, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I But, like,
I mean,
I'm not
Marcus
saying- I'm not
Smart
saying
is
it's-
one of the scrappiest.
Yeah,
players
and
in the
I'm not
league.
saying it's like worse.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a little bit different defensive
Mm-hmm.
styles. Like they'll force you to run out the clock in 24 seconds and make you take a bad shot,
Mm-hmm.
while the Heat are pushing pushing the energy a little bit more
Sure.
than the Celtics are on defense.
Mhm.
Because the Celtics will play they will make you run the clock out for 24 seconds and take a bad shot.
Yep.
While the Heat will force things a lot more
Sure.
quicker. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm just like, this is a hypothetical, obviously, because this would be an Eastern Conference Finals matchup, and both teams still have to win the next round.
Yeah.
But it's like, just, I'm trying, when I make these statements, I try to detach myself as a Celtics fan as much as I can, just kind of looking at it from just a basketball fan perspective. You just see how the defense is, and it's like, if you're able, which I think they could, shut down Tyler Hero, and you're making the other guy, the scoring's being relied on everyone else, I think the Heat are just going to have a tough time
Well, then,
figuring out their
Jimmy,
offensive game.
If you focus on Tyler Hero, then you got Jimmy Butler,
Right.
who can drop 50.
And I don't know. I don't know. I can't
He's
see
still
that
got-
happening on the Celtics. Just, dude, it's just they did something
To KD.
to KD and Kyrie that you've never seen before, and it's like, if they're able to do it to those guys, again, I'm not trying to say as a biased Celtics fan, but like,
No,
if
you're
they
not
do
wrong.
it to them, they can do it to anyone.
you're not
dude.
wrong.
They really could. It's going to be an unbelievable series. I think that's a 6-7 game series. I mean, they faced each other in the bubble a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Hero torched them. Bam had a insane block on Tatum. They won that series in 6. There's going to be, that they don't forget those things.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of history in that matchup if it does happen. But I think so far, everything that we thought was going to happen in the playoffs has happened as
Yeah.
far as these series. So
Yeah.
teams advancing, I should say.
Well, so far. And then the next series we're going to talk about, other game last night, was the Grizzlies-Timberwolves game, where the Timberwolves blew another 15-point lead. 13-point this time.
Here's the thing. Here's the issue I have with the Timberwolves is that they can be really good, but it's like they get ahead of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like Pat Bev doing the too short thing, Cat shushing. It's like, bro, win the game. And you've shown in the past that you blow these leads. Why do you think you can do it this time? And it could be any different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How we doing, Nick?
Sorry.
No,
No
you're
worries.
all good, bro.
We're just talking basketball.
Little, not a hiccup, but bank I needed to know the loan amount and all this other stuff.
Housing stuff.
House stuff.
No offense, they don't care that I have a show to They need
No
to know-
worries.
they
It's
need to know the
more-
loan amount, so
It's more important that you figure out your house
I'm
stuff
gonna,
than you do the
I'm gonna
show.
sneak in the middle here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so
Just
we're just talking about
some basketball.
talking a little basketball while you're gone.
All right.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I knew it was 408.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I
You
just
want
I
to do it?
I don't know if you guys did that, but I just want to say it was 408.
We were saving it for you,
Okay.
and then we did
right.
it quickly. But
Well, I don't want to cut in the middle of a conversation.
No.
You're not in the middle. Of
No,
something
we just
here.
started
right.
talking about it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sorry I was a little late. I had some bank shit I had to do. A little update on the house thing. I did. Oh, let me rephrase that. I would never hear the end of it from Juliet if I did that. We purchased the house when I was on vacation in California. We found a house.
36,000 feet close to Jesus.
36,000 feet close to Jesus and 3,000 miles away from the house I bought.
hey.
So I was on the phone with the bank, had to go over the loan structure and all that other bullshit, and that's why I am late. So I am here. Now go back to the show, and that's that. So apologies on my end, but I got to do what I got to do for the next 8 weeks.
You gotta do
Oh,
what you
yeah.
gotta do, Nick.
Big Nick, did you see that John Morant dunk last night?
Oh, that was amazing.
Amazing.
That was ridiculous.
Dude, he's the next coming of Derrick Rose, and if he doesn't get hurt, I think he's gonna become what everyone thought Derrick Rose was gonna be.
Yeah.
I think he has the athleticism
I think
of
he's
Derrick
like,
Rose
he's like
and
Vince-
the quickness of John Wall.
he's like Vince Carter, but better.
Dude, he's nasty.
He's
I
absolutely
don't
nasty.
want to pat myself on the back. I don't. But I remember Kevin fucking. Thank you, Nick. Kevin can attest to this. If he doesn't, he's a liar. I said after he got drafted, he is going to be top 5 point guard in the league after his 3rd season. This is his 3rd season, and I don't think I think it's top 3.
So who?
Easy.
All right, just again, this is for me because I'm, I know
Yeah.
the Celtics, but I don't know. I mean, I obviously
yeah.
know the big guys, but Give me the top 5 point guards in the league right now.
Top 5 right now.
Right now.
I'm gonna do no order because I don't
No,
want.
I don't need a fucking order. I don't give a shit.
I'd probably go Steph, Kyrie, Trae Young.
Jaw's better than Trey, though.
Well, this is no order.
Yeah.
Ja Morant, and then Chris Paul, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's.
How far is Marcus Smart away from that list?
No, not.
I think he's top
Top 10?
10. I'd probably put him right at the bottom of the top 10 or right around like 11-ish.
Give me
Defensive
10?
player of the
Give me
year.
9, 10?
Defensive player of the year.
Top
Upped his
15.
playmaking. Averaged 7 assists in the first round. I'd probably put him around fringe top 10.
What about Dame?
I mean,
Not
this
this
year.
year.
I mean, it's tough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going off this
Lillard?
year. He
Lillard?
barely played
Yeah.
this year.
He was out.
He barely played this
Yeah.
year, so I don't want to put him in that conversation.
All
This
right.
year alone, I think
Yeah.
Smart was fringe 10. But
One thing I want to talk about also from that game last night. I mean, that last sequence was incredible. Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, trading blows at the end. But I think the craziest part of that game is just Karl Anthony Towns. And with 4 minutes left in the game, if you go back and watch the game footage, because I was watching for this, because I was talking about how Karl Anthony Towns just disappears. From the last 4 minutes of the game, he didn't touch the ball on offense once. Not a single. The only time he touched the ball was when he touched it and handed it off on the last play to get to Anthony Edwards. Like, he touched it for 2 seconds. He hangs out in the corner of the court. Karl Anthony Towns is not that guy. He is not a one. He's not a leader of a team. He doesn't play like a leader of a team. Look, listen, this is what, 6th year in the league?
something like
Something like that.
Didn't he come out of Kentucky?
Kentucky, yes.
2015.
Yeah.
I think.
Like 6th, 7th
What's
year
he
in
like?
the league.
Was he like 27?
No, he's like 24, 20.
That's right, because they come out when they're like 19.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he's still very young. But you've been in the league for a while. You haven't made the playoffs. You haven't been a playoff team. You have to show up in these games. Anthony Edwards, 2nd year in the league, played at Georgia, never really had a big moment like you did at Kentucky. He's showing up for these games. He's putting the team on his back. And if you're Karl Anthony Towns and you're letting that happen, you're not trying to shop to go out there and play. Like, I don't know. I think Cat is just not that guy.
Yeah, I think it says something a lot too because Jaren Jackson fouled out with like well more than half of the quarter to go in the fourth. And it's like a perennial defensive player of the year. He was he wasn't a top 3 finalist, but I think he was top 5 in voting, top 6, led the league in blocks. You got to attack, bro. You can't just be sitting in the corner. I understand you won the 3-point contest. He can shoot, statistically very well, but you got to be aggressive. You're a 6'11", 7 foot tall big man, dude. You got to get in the paint and work your ass off. And I think you got to the point with the Timberwolves and Karl Anthony Towns that you know what you're getting out of Karl Anthony Towns, and I agree. He's not a 1. I think he can be a good number 2. I think he can be a very good number
fantastic
2.
number 2.
But he can't be the leader of a team.
Luckily, they got Anthony Edwards.
Luckily, they have Anthony Edwards, but he's still too young,
But
unfortunately.
he's still doing it,
I
though.
think next year is when you'll start to see that transition, and then the year after that is when it's like solidified. It's like, okay,
I agree.
it's his team now.
I agree.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. But the thing is, like, Karl Anthony Towns, he's just super inconsistent. I think he had like less than 10 points in the play-in game. Game 1, there was one game during the series where he didn't show up, but then he had some games where he had high 20s, low 30s. So it's like you gotta show up every game.
Yeah. It's
You
the playoffs.
gotta show up every single game, and that's frustrating. From the management, it's like you have this guy. He's your number 1. He is your franchise player. This and that, the face of your franchise, you can say, and it's like you have him in the playoffs come around, and you don't show up half the time. Like you can't get that out of your top guy. You can't win like that. So it's a shame because they're really good. But they're also really young. But they could have won that. They could have been up 3-2. They could have potentially have won this series so far if they didn't blow so many leads. I think that's something that comes with experience too. But man, you hate to see it. You really do.
Yeah, and I could have fucked Beyonce, and that didn't happen.
No, we all could have.
We all could have.
So
It didn't happen.
That's just how life works. That's just
Uh,
my thoughts on that.
Yeah. And then last night, the other game we had was
Phoenix,
Phoenix.
Pelicans.
Phoenix isn't
won.
losing another game. Yeah, I mean,
Chris Paul had one of the best games of probably the best game of the postseason for himself so far. Michael Bridges had 30 something. Yeah, I mean that. As much as it would be cool to see an 8th seed kind of make that run and upset
not.
the number 1 seed, it's not going to happen.
although I do
Phoenix
think
is too good.
and I do think the Suns are not the best team anymore in the West.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
They don't look like it.
Golden State?
Yeah,
Golden State looks
Dallas
nasty.
Dallas with Luka is looking really filthy too.
hmm
I mean, yeah, it's Phoenix. I mean, yeah, it's Utah who has so many problems of their own. But I mean, Luka's looking like it.
Yeah, Luka
Donkey Kong?
Luka Doncic. Doncic is that was oh my god, I
That
don't know
was
what
a-
just happened there.
He
He
couldn't
is
speak English.
he is a generational talent. He is going to be the face of the NBA for a very long time. But I think once you go up against a team that knows how to spell defense and knows what to do on that side of the court.
Corona.
Can't get invited to that
Oh,
one.
I saw that on that one too. The Corona wedding.
Can't get invited to that wedding.
No, we're not going to
Coronavirus.
that one.
Coronavirus.
Donkey
yeah.
Kong.
Luka Doncic.
Oh, Luka John.
Donkey
I think once you play a team that actually knows how to play defense, Luka's gonna do his thing, of course. But like, the drop off from him to the next guy is large.
Yep.
It's large. Jalen Brunson's doing very well. I
He has the most.
love his game,
He has the most point score of any player in the playoffs.
and that's crazy. That's unbelievable.
No,
Jalen Brunson on the maps. I love his game. I think he's unbelievable. But I think that I don't know.
They
Against the
need help. They
Jazz.
need a supporting cast around
They do.
Doncic.
They do.
They do. That's why, like, hey, if Kevin Durant free agent in a few years, him and Luka on the same team would be. Pretty
It's funny you
nice.
say that. I think that'd be a great fit for Durant. Gets him out of big cities, gets him out of the big markets. I'm not taking anything away from Dallas Mavericks, but
Yeah,
you know,
they're
getting
not
away
as big of a
from-
market as the
get,
other
get,
teams.
Get him out of Golden State. Get him out of Brooklyn. Go down there with him. Make some serious fucking noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. That's what me and Johnny were talking about earlier because we were saying that I think
him, Durant, and LeBron.
yeah, LeBron would love that. He definitely would. Because I was saying when they're up, their contracts are up in 2 years. I think it's more likely that KD leaves than Kyrie. That was just my
I don't
opinion.
know why Katie would want to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know either,
Why?
bro. It's a
You can
head-
act like you fucking blah blah blah. Why the fuck would you want to play with this guy?
So such a headache.
Well, that's basketball for you.
Basketball.
That's basketball.
Red
Big
Sox
Nick-
are done.
Oh, they're already done.
just-
Yeah.
They
Sonny
don't-
wants to
they
know
don't
how many
look good
houses
so
did you
far.
see in total from your house hunting?
All right. Magic number.
Drum roll.
Yes. So 23 open houses.
Wow.
Shout out Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
23 open houses, 6 offers.
Wow.
Don't buy a house, kids.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Don't buy a
It
house.
was brutal.
Tough time.
This is the first weekend coming up that I don't have to worry about going to an open house
That must be
or any
so
of that other
nice.
bullshit.
Yep. Love that.
So
That's great.
You deserve it, Nick. You deserve a weekend.
I'll be
of
moving into this
relaxation.
house in June. I am not disclosing where it is. I am not disclosing who I bought it from. I'm not disclosing any of that shit. All I'm saying is I bought a house.
There we go.
That's all that needs to be said.
So our next topic tomorrow night, we won't have another show before then, is the NFL draft. I know nothing about this draft class.
No, I
Like,
don't either.
I know
Nothing.
like
I don't
three.
either.
I know like 3 guys.
Apparently,
I know nothing. There's no quarterbacks.
there's no quarterbacks.
Yeah, E.G. Perry's probably going to get drafted tomorrow. That's right.
Who?
As a guy that we coached for a long time. He played baseball and football. One of the best athletes we ever fucking saw.
Yeah.
His name's E.J. Perry. He was quarterback at Brown.
Yeah.
Transferred from B.C. And they said he'll get drafted. He's probably going to get drafted tomorrow.
All right, first round.
Sorry. The draft weekend. Sorry.
the weekend.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So I really know nothing about this draft class. I'm not gonna make any predictions because of that. I really know nothing. I have not paid attention.
They keep saying the number one. They said this is like the first
They don't know
year
what they're doing with
in
the number
forever
one pick.
that they have no idea where they're going with the number one.
So-
pick.
Exactly. No
they-
one knows anything. No one wants to trade up for picks. No one wants, like, there are guys out there right now who could get traded. You got-
People would rather trade down right now
Yeah.
than trade up.
Bill's 100% traded.
He already
down.
traded down with the Texans.
I know.
It was like
Fucking a fifth or a sixth and a seventh.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, there's no way he sticks at 21. No way.
Yeah, I
No
doubt it.
way.
Unless there's a guy they really, really like there. I don't think so either.
yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, because Aiden Hutchinson, I feel like has been the favorite for a long time. He's the defenseman, the safety, corner. He plays a bunch of different positions at Michigan, I believe he went
Yeah.
to. But now the Jaguars are probably going to take Trayvon Walker. He went to Georgia. He's a
This guy came out
D-
of fucking nowhere for the
end.
number one pick.
so, and everyone's just like, this guy, if he goes number one, the Jaguars are literally just shooting themselves in the foot. Like,
Yeah.
there's probably like 3 other guys that you could take ahead of him.
Well, they like their guy.
And that's Jaguars, baby.
I read something that said, like, people getting drafted in the first round will probably be on a lot of people's, like, third-round draft boards. And people being drafted in the third round might be on a lot of people's first-round draft boards. Like, the draft is so... The talent evaluation in this draft is just so all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the weirdest drafts in a long time.
There's
Yeah.
like what 2 notable Kenny Pickett and
What's his name from
Malik.
Liberty? Yeah.
I forget. He went to Liberty, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that. It's not even a strong quarterback draft.
No,
at
it doesn't-
all.
I don't know.
There's no one notable.
But in terms of other NFL draft stories, because I got, I don't really know what to talk about. A potential first-round NFL draft pick, George Karlaftis. Karlaftis has the weirdest Chipotle order.
Sorry, I had to go.
Karlaftis.
Yeah, I had to go there.
Yeah,
That's a funny name.
So, what do you think would be a weird Chipotle order? Because this is a strange one. For his bowl.
All vegan.
No, it's not vegan. I bet you might like this, Nick.
What is that? All right.
This is his Chipotle order.
The hell?
What's wrong?
Something in my water. All right. Whatever. All right.
It's a double serving of brown rice,
I get that.
I'm done with that already. We're already halfway there. Let's go.
triple serving of steak,
I wish
Triple.
I could do that.
triple serving of
That
steak,
would hurt my wallet, but I like it.
and cheese.
That's it.
That's it.
I respect the fuck out of it.
That's too dry. Once I got Chipotle, and I usually get guac. What?
You said it's too dry, Snake.
Okay. That's fair. That's a layup.
Layup.
Once I order guac every time I get it.
Oh, they fucking rip you off with that.
It keeps getting more expensive.
I fucking went
It
there.
keeps getting more expensive.
I went there. I almost
Avocados
shit a
get more
brick.
expensive.
You almost wait. What?
I went to Chipotle and brought Chipotle home the other night for Juliet, and we usually get the guac. Now I haven't went to Chipotle in months,
Uh-huh.
so I'm like, I had no idea. She goes $26, please. I go, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, how much was the guac? It was like $2.50 a piece.
It's
I'm
like $2.70 now. It
Fuck
keeps
that.
going up.
Fuck that. Fuck the
th-
avocados.
They ain't give me guac, and it was just so dry, and it was just like, ugh. I had it with chips and everything too, so it's like I'm just scooping dry rice and chicken and steak and stuff. It's like I need
get some
something
salsa in
there.
your life.
I did have salsa in there, but it wasn't enough to like make it. I don't want.
They-
to.
they-
I don't want to be throwing
wasn't-
these terms around.
It wasn't.
because
It wasn't dry.
It wasn't
It was salsa.
dry.
It wasn't wet. It wasn't
It
dry.
wasn't wet. I like it.
You have sour cream on your bowls?
I can't talk about
Juliet
these
loves the
things.
sour cream.
I used to get sour cream, not anymore.
Can't do it.
I cut back on that.
Yeah, I don't like sour cream that much.
I'm not a big, and I will only have sour cream if it's like on something in something, or like I can like dip like a quesadilla in it or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll never have it like by itself,
So-
or like even dipping chips in it or something. Ugh.
Yeah.
Guac though.
Yeah, it's Chipotle. I was gonna ask, what's your Chipotle order?
My Chipotle order.
Yeah.
All right. I get either straight up chicken or half chicken, half steak. Double order of brown rice, pinto beans, salsa, guac, cheese, lettuce. Boom.
Yeah. What do you do, Nick?
I'm gonna tell you, you guys are gonna be shocked about this. I actually don't get steak at.
No?
I don't get steak
Are you
at
just not a
Chipotle.
fan
I'm
of
not
it?
a fan of their steak.
No?
I'm not a fan of it.
What do you get?
So this is the other surprise part. I get the chicken.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nothing
Surprising.
wrong with it. Their
Chicken.
chicken's
I
pretty.
know.
Their chicken's
I got
really
the chicken.
good.
Nick doesn't like chicken.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the one place I'll actually eat chicken.
Yeah.
So I'll do. I got brown rice. Got chicken. Got black beans. If I know I'm not kissing Juliet and everything else like that, I'll get some fajitas. But if I know better, I won't get fajitas. So
Smart man.
it all depends.
Yep.
And I'll get some. What's next on that line? You got
You get guac?
no guac.
No.
Used to, but now I can't do it no more.
Yep.
Can't afford it. I just bought a house. Can't do it no more. I got cheese. We got lettuce. We got salsa mild. And
Mild,
we've
yeah.
got corn
Okay.
with a tortilla on the side.
You know, I'm not a big corn guy. I've never gotten corn.
Corn on the cob?
No, like in my Chipotle order and stuff. I love corn on the cob. Put like butter on there and stuff like that, some salt. Oof. But I don't know. I've never gotten in Chipotle before. I don't know if I would like that. But
It's nothing to be excited about.
yeah, I know.
It's just more to have it in there.
I know a good amount of people that do get it, but I feel like it's just an added, just something else to put
It's
in
just
there.
more to have it in there. That's all.
I used to get double meat a lot, but
Waterfalling?
but I don't do that anymore because it is expensive.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
So-
See, I'd get the queso too, but again,
Yeah.
I mean, between the guac, the queso, and just fucking bend me over and fucking stick a fork in me. Gee Louise.
Yeah, my Chipotle orders when I was at college were ridiculous. That's when I didn't give a fuck. I was reckless.
Yeah, I'm more basic. I do just brown rice, double brown rice, chicken, cheese, lettuce, salsa. And that's probably about it.
Put
Hot
some
salsa.
lettuce in there, make it a salad. So
Exactly,
it's healthy.
exactly.
You're basically having a salad. So.
Basically.
Yeah.
So that's this guy's order.
All right, good for him. I
Hey,
respect
I
it.
respect the fuck out of
Triple steak. Oof.
it. Triple
I don't know what my stomach would be doing if I had triple steak and that.
And then going back to an old NFL draft story, Laramie Tunsil. Remember
that.
what happened with
Remember
him?
him?
Remember him on draft night? What happened with him?
Gas mask.
The gas mask video that leaked.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's now selling it as an NFT.
Of course he is.
One of
Yeah.
one.
One of one.
But
Probably selling it for $100 million.
the proceeds are going to go to
15% of the proceeds.
15% of the proceeds
charity.
are going to charity, basically for people that have been incarcerated for marijuana possession and
Yep.
stuff like that.
So it's
So
going
it's
for a
going
good
to a good
cause.
cause. Yeah.
But yeah.
Still an NFT. Still nowhere to be found. Can't find it.
Nope. It's one of the craziest stories. SB Nation did a really good video series, and it's a 4-part series about the Laramie Tunsil story. How it was like a story of blackmail and someone was trying to extort money from him and his dad. So
It's such an unfortunate situation because, obviously, it's not a smart thing to do, but it's not like the dude was just smoking weed. I mean,
Yeah.
I understand the whole gas mask just looks worse.
Coronavirus.
blah, blah, and then the video came out on draft night. Like,
Yep.
I mean, man, I felt for him. I felt bad for him because it's just like he did that. I think he said it was years prior.
Thank you.
So it was something that happened years ago. It's not like he did it the night before, and you learn from those things. You have to be taught a lesson. It's like what things that you record videos, photos like that can end up on the internet one day, and he definitely learned his lesson there. I don't think he got too much hate for that when it happened, but
I agree.
But yeah, I think he still won the first round. I think he still went top 10, so I mean it worked out for him. But I'm glad he's moving on from this and doing it for a good cause.
John, 8 minutes and counting.
well, we're actually probably going to do a little later because the show started late.
All right, maybe like 12. I'll let you know. I'll give you 30 seconds.
Yeah, we didn't start the show till like 1:05,
No, you're good. No
1:08
problem. No
ish.
good. No problem.
Yeah, show started late.
I just got to keep him on his toes.
So that's football. I have no predictions for the NFL draft because I just
Me
don't know.
neither.
Yeah.
I don't care
The
about
only
it.
thing that's the most predictable thing in the world is that Bill Belichick will trade down.
Just like every year.
You're gonna watch the NFL draft tomorrow? Do you ever watch it?
So what I do is I try to time it when there's like 2 minutes left so I can see the pick, and then
Yeah.
I'll take it off.
It's too long, bro. The top 3
But
picks.
now-
There's 10 minutes in between each pick. You
So-
don't need that much time.
Here's the thing. I'll just look on NFL.com like every 20 minutes.
And when they update, yeah.
So if I'm watching like Better Call Saul or something, or whatever, just look at the phone every 15 minutes. There we go.
yeah, I'll just stay updated with Twitter.
I won't watch this. No.
I'll have the Twitter, all the Twitter analysts keep me up to date with what's happening. Maybe I'll tune in for the Patriots pick if they pick, but
They're probably not going to pick until like 12.
yeah, I think their pick is 21, 19 or.
I think it starts at what 7:30.
Yeah, I'm going to a movie tomorrow. So
It's like a number. This is for any sport. A team that has a number 1 pick, they always wait until the timer's done. You know who you're picking.
I know.
When
It's
you
so
know who
frustrating.
you're picking.
I
You
know.
don't gotta
It's so
wait that
frustrating.
long. I know they do it
I wonder
probably.
if the NFL does it on purpose.
I think
Yes.
they do it like to take trade calls and stuff and like really just keep the line open for whatever reason, but they know who they're going to get at that point.
Of course you
Come
do.
on.
You've been doing this for 3 months. I don't think you need another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's NFL draft. Now we're going to move on to baseball topics. Big news came out yesterday of the Yankees' letter about their cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Cheaters. Fucking
And
cheaters.
the whole media, so it was reported on, the letter was released, and it said what they did. The Yankees and the Red Sox, too, are enclosed in this because they
Yeah.
had the same thing. Were illegally using the replay room to steal signs, to decode catcher signs, and then relay them to runners on second base. The problem, which is bad, that's cheating. They're explicitly using technology to cheat. The biggest issue also is the way that the media is covering this is they're saying, like, this is nothing. This is a nothing burger. Every team's doing this. If every team's fucking doing this, report it. Report on which teams are doing this. Like, they're saying, oh, it's fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. Every team's doing this. Well, I didn't know that every team was doing this. No one's reported that every team was doing this. We're supposed to assume that every team's cheating?
Every team's cheating, Johnny.
Like, we're supposed to, like, the whole idea of sports and competition is that everyone has a level playing field. And if we want to hold that ideal of sports, like, of sports, like, if we want to uphold that, we need to make sure that, what we're doing is legit. Like, sports are legit. And saying that every team and every player is cheating, it's the same thing with the steroids era. And the media is doing the same thing they did in the steroids era, where they're kind of brushing it under the rug to kind of hold their sources and strength. So it's
under the water.
Exactly. So them saying that this letter is a nothing burger is very problematic to me.
Wow, you're passionate about this. You slam the computer and everything.
No, that's something else. I was getting a bunch of texts. I just was getting distracted while I was talking.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Like, report, do your fucking jobs, and like if every team's doing it, then let us know which teams are doing it. Are they still doing it? Is it still an issue? Who knows? Apparently, the Astros doing it until 2019, which was what we knew, but they denied it. So the media covering this up for the league is just, ugh, and it's just the same thing that happened in the steroid era all over again. Other story is Chris Bassett, Mets pitcher, blasted the MLB yesterday for the baseballs. So a bunch of articles have been coming out the last couple of days about MLB's new baseballs. So not only they're not allowing pitchers to use sticky stuff anymore, the baseballs are smoother, and they have
Snag.
saggy. They're being put in humidifiers before games. So
What?
yeah.
Humidifiers?
So like in Coors Field they used to do that to take out some of the springiness from the ball, but MLB is doing everything this year to de-juice the ball to the point where home runs are down to the point where they haven't been in over a decade. Like, it's in a way, and then on top of that, the new baseballs are smoother, so pitchers have no grip. And you take away the grip and you take away the sticky stuff, and you're seeing a rise in hit by pitches. And the Mets are furious because they've been hit by most pitches of any
Fucking
team this
Alonso,
year.
he must have woke up with a hell of a headache this morning.
Yeah.
Got fucking banged, what, twice?
Yeah.
In the head.
And so
Trevor Story got nailed in the head a few games ago, too.
I haven't done the research into this about like rates of hit by pitches, but it just seems like there's been a lot more hit by pitches this year. And Chris Bassett is saying the ball sucks. Like he said, quote, like, this ball is bad. It's a bad ball. Like, we can't grip the ball right. We
Speak
can't
about
throw-
your own balls.
Exactly. It's a problem that baseball every year changes the baseball. It's a huge problem. If you look at the Phillies, the way that team was constructed off of home runs, they signed Schwarber, they signed Castellanos. You have Harper, you have Real Muto. That team's going to hit home runs. If the home run environment isn't the same as you thought it was going to be, that team's fucked because what their strategy, what they thought was going to work, is not going to work anymore. And it's a problem. It's going to be a problem for the league, and it's going to be a problem for teams to make up for it. And it's an issue that no one's really talking about in baseball. Well, the league isn't really considering, but it's a huge problem.
They ain't talking shit.
No. So that's baseball. Other things happening. Red Sox been sucking.
Are they suck.
Their
right now.
offense
They
is
suck.
brutal.
Their fucking bullpen's
It's not.
terrible.
It's not. Well, honestly, their offense has looked worse than their bullpen so far. I think.
Yep.
And like
I
again,
agree.
part of it is because the Red Sox are also a home run driven team. Like they're a big power team,
Mm-hmm.
and you take away the power, then it's a problem. But they're 7-11 so far this year.
Always open.
It's a 162 game season.
There's still a lot of baseball left. You know, don't count them out yet.
I didn't say they're done. I just said they're done.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, the A's.
Oh
So
boy.
they're drawing no
Owner go on
fans.
Twitter or something
Yeah, the
like
team
that.
president keeps going on Twitter and harassing the media and the fans, and keeps heckling the fans. He's such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So the A's are drawing no fans, and so now like this, and like they're drawing like 2,000 people a game.
That's fucking terrible.
Like they've had like 6 games this year, and they haven't drawn, the same number of attendance as the Giants did last night, compounded through all their games. And so last night the A's were playing the Giants, and someone tweeted a photo from pregame of an empty stadium of the Giants stadium. And the A's president goes out and tweets, the guy who's trying to move the team to Vegas, tweets, "Oh, why is the San Francisco media not reporting on this?" And it's like the game hasn't started yet. Like, it's just such petulance. It's just a problem I have with a lot of things where just rich people who control things just complain as if they're the victim of everything. And it just really pisses me off more than anything else that's happening in this world.
Going to your games because your team sucks.
Exactly.
That's why.
Well, your team sucks because
I mean, I wouldn't go to an A's game.
No, I don't
Why
think
the-
A's fans should go to their games.
Why would they?
They intentionally made their team terrible. Like, you could have had fans if you kept your guys who people knew.
Yeah, why would you support? Why would you support an owner or anyone
Yeah.
that they're going to intentionally make the team worse for
Yeah.
those reasons? Like, no, get out of here.
Fuck you, fucker.
So, yeah, that's baseball for you. It sucks.
Try to love it.
All right, now let's move on to some pop culture stuff. Travis Scott.
He's
apparently-
back.
He's back.
He's back, baby.
He will perform publicly for the first time since the Astroworld disaster.
That feels like it happened like 10 years ago.
When was that?
It was at his maybe like September, October, because it was at his festival,
Yeah.
Astrofest.
Oh my God, he's performing at 11. 11's a strip club in Miami, but it's like a strip club. So it's like a lot of performers, like Rick Ross performs all the time there. Like it's a very popular like club.
You been there?
I have been there.
Sound like you have been there, Johnny.
I have.
You get lucky that night? I'm just kidding.
I went during spring break a couple years ago.
Burr. Bitch, I'm a dog. Roof. Bitch, I'm a dog.
So he's performing there for the first time publicly since November when 10 people died at his Astroworld Fest. I mean, like, he was supposed to have an album come out.
My bad.
Like,
Utopia.
Yo.
He's hyping it up. I mean, now they're kind of starting to roll out.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of the beginning of that.
Yeah.
There have been like billboards and stuff like that.
do you think people care still about Travis Scott?
I think you're always gonna have at
His
least
fans
a select
will.
group of people
Yeah.
that are gonna remember that and always try to. I'm all right. I need to be really select with how I say this because I
Yes,
don't
you
want to
do.
make it sound like what happened was tragic. It was an awful situation, but he's not gonna be hated forever. He's not going to be, this isn't going to be held against him forever. You know, obviously he didn't kill those people. It was at his own event and stuff. And there's a lot of circumstances, a lot of things around it. But no matter what happens, whether this happened a year ago, 2 years ago, you're always going to have those people that are going to remember that and are always going to bring it up when people talk about Travis Scott. But I don't think that people care as much about it now than
I
they did a
think-
few months ago.
I think he is a lot less in the zeitgeist because of it.
What happened? He's a lot less what?
Like, in the zeitgeist, like in the conversation of things.
I never truly was a big Travis
No.
Scott fan.
And then Travis Scott
either.
fans were always like fucking suck his dick.
Dude, they're like, it's like a cult, dude.
It's a cult.
I know this one kid that is like, you think I'm like obsessed with J. Cole. Like, this guy literally would do anything for Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's literally like one of those guys that would like kill his family or whatever just to meet Travis Scott. No, it's like crazy. But it's like, that's what his fans are. They're super passionate. They're super culty. Really.
But he's fine. I mean, I love like his early stuff, but like
Yeah.
Master Roll is just it's good. He's next. Whatever he does next is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Like, whatever's next album is gonna be bad.
Well, that's to be seen. It'll be interesting to see how the album is, how it's received by the public
All right,
afterwards.
Big Nick.
So,
I think it's time.
John, where are you?
Get your sweet ass over here.
Yeah, get your fucking ass over here, Monopoly 50 years ago. Come on.
Yeah, Monopoly 50 years ago. All right.
All right.
Time.
It's that time. Joke of the day.
Josh said,
Which?
the video, but Josh said Sprinkle Band.
Yeah. Your mic wasn't on. No one heard that.
Wasn't that turned on?
Okay. I really.
No, it wasn't on.
Oh.
Hello.
what happened? What did you do? What did you do?
Do already.
What did you look
Oh,
up?
he found a good one, huh? Found a
I
good
don't
one.
know
I
if
don't know
he
if
found
he
a
found a
good
good
one. I don't know what he found, to be honest with you.
I'm saying this one. I don't care.
Uh-oh.
It has pussy and uterus in it. I I see. Oh my god! What?
All right, here we go. What did the penis say to the condom?
What?
Fill
Cover
up.
me. I'm coming in.
Pretty going. I like that one. Cover me.
I just typed in funny ass jokes.
Funny ass joke.
Funny ass jokes. Funny ass jokes or funny ass jokes?
Oh yeah.
Funny condom jokes.
All right, here we go.
Funny your mother
right.
condom.
We're getting some love for your pants, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
People dig them. Come on now.
Boys,
Come on now.
pant boys,
Ooh,
shoe
shoes
boys,
on
shoe
point.
boys.
All right. I'm going to get off the sexual jokes after this one.
Hey, you can stay on for as long as you
come on,
want.
there's no rules here.
It's your segment.
What comes after 69?
Me?
Yeah, it's something
Your
to do
mother.
with that. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
have done without the swishing.
Kind of gross if you don't do that. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Hey, you can keep them going.
Keep going.
We're here.
All right,
We're
fuck it,
here.
doing this. What do you call an expert fisherman?
Oh, masturbator.
semen.
A masturbator.
Oh,
Yep.
We're on
Yep.
the same page.
I used to have a T-shirt that said I'm a masturbator, and it was a guy
Really?
holding a fish. Yeah.
That's
Wow, it
sick.
sounds like you and every like guy's uncle.
I was like,
I used to have a
13.
T-shirt that said "I jerk off."
I used to have a shirt that said I love milfs. Should have kept that one.
All right, here we go. Got a knock-knock joke for you.
All right.
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there, Nick?
Howie.
How we do?
Howie.
Howie?
Who?
How we going to hide this dead body?
Ooh. That's it. You got to figure
That's
that
a
out.
Halloween one.
Yep.
Spooky.
Ooh.
Uh,
All right. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to ride this knock-knock train. Knock, knock.
Who's
Who's
there?
there?
May I come in?
May I come in
come
here?
in?
Oh,
Ooh.
May
no.
I come in you?
Jesus Christ.
Aggressive.
Oh.
That's a crazy, like,
That one in the back pocket.
that's a crazy pickup line at the bar.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Hey, knock, knock. May I come in?
Could you imagine?
Rolled over there.
Imagine pulling that one out of your pocket at
I was
the
gonna
bar.
say.
Oh
Something
my
like that I'm
God.
pulling out of my pocket at the bar.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
I whip my dick out in front of women.
Oh my God!
Fucking A. All right.
Hey, knock, knock,
Knock.
knock, knock. Here's my dick. Fucking.
Knock, knock.
Here's my dick.
Let's all right, there we go. Let's see.
Just what is that? Norbit? Respucia?
That's Big Mama.
Big Mama.
Big Mama's house?
I'm
Todd
pretty
Perry.
sure that's Norbit.
No, Big Mama. Big Mama's house.
Sure.
Yeah, Big Mama.
All right.
Big Mama.
All right.
They played by the
look-
same.
they look
They
similar.
played by the same person,
They
I
look
think, right?
similar.
The
All right.
Norbert's Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Norbert Eddie Murphy. Oh.
A man is in a hotel lobby. He wants to ask the clerk a question. As he turns to go to the front desk, he accidentally bumps into a woman beside him. And as he does, his elbow goes into her breast. They are both quite startled. The man turns to her and says, "Ma'am, if your heart is as soft as your breast, I know you'll forgive me." She replies, "If your penis is as hard as your elbow, I'm in room 436."
Imagine doing that at a bar.
But like you skip all the other parts, and you're like, "Hey, my elbow is hard as my
elbow on your breast. It's so hard.
that's what my hard
Imagine-
elbow."
no,
You know what
it's-
they say about my elbow?
Thinking
It's
about
hard
that,
as my dick.
I'm just thinking about that apology. If your tits are, if your heart's as soft as your tits,
Dude, you say that to somebody getting punched in the face. I'm sorry.
Of
You ain't
course.
getting invited to a room. You're getting
Jesus.
sucker. You're getting
All right.
sucker punched.
All right, here we go. What just happened to my phone?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Ah,
the shits.
the shits.
This isn't what you were gonna read.
No, it wasn't, but just something happened. Oh, wait,
There
what
you
the hell?
go. Oh,
What happened? What's going on here?
there you go. There you
Ah,
go.
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. My husband, being unhappy with my mood swings, brought me a mood ring the other day, and as he would be able to monitor my moods. We've discovered that when I'm in a good mood, it turns green. But when I'm in a bad mood, it leaves a big red mark on his fucking forehead. Maybe next time he'll buy me a diamond.
Like a Facebook post, Jack.
Yeah, like what?
I got caught up in the. He doesn't like my mood swings. The part.
Yeah, well, so it was on a different line. so
Yeah,
it kinda,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Understand.
takes me like a millisecond to get
yeah,
over.
yeah.
All right. My wife.
Oh, here we go. We're back.
There we go. We're back, baby. Back
All right,
to his
here we go.
roots.
A guy walks into a restroom. He says, "Sir, your garage door is open." The guy says, "Did you see my Harley?" The guy says, "No, I saw a mini bike with 2 flat tires."
I don't get
Where
that
did
at
that
all.
come from?
Wait,
Oh,
can
no,
you,
I just said that. Just,
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
said it in a while. I just threw that one
Wait,
in.
Thank
what?
can you read it again? I didn't get
All
that
right,
at all.
hold on. Guy walks out of the restroom. Girl says, "Oh, girl." So I said, okay, I think I said guy instead of girl. Maybe that's why I fucked this up. All right, let me try again. Guy walks out of the restroom. Girl says, "Sir, your garage door is open." Guy says, "Did you see my Harley?" Girl says, "No, I saw a mini bike with 2 flat tires."
Oh,
the bike is the penis. And
yeah. So garage door is your fly. Garage door is your fly.
I'm like restroom, garage.
Which
Where?
doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
I get no, I know that. I get it for sure. But I would have no. I was very. It wasn't the whole he said she said that was confusing me. It was
a
whole
joke.
Restroom,
Yeah,
restaurant,
that
garage
was.
door. All right,
I like that one.
That's a good one.
I've been figuring out it
Never
was the
referred
fly.
to the fly as a garage door before.
No.
Never heard that before?
Have you?
Oh yeah.
I think I've heard it before. Not
yeah.
a joke, but I've heard it referred to it. Just that.
Interesting.
All right, here we go. I do not like Donald Twit. I do not like
Uh-oh.
him just one bit. I do not like his funny hair. I do not like that he don't care. I do not like that he thinks strange. Science facts are climate change. I do not like his 50s views about a woman's right to choose. I do not like the way he speaks.
all right, we might have to. I don't know.
What are we reading?
Oh no.
It's a cat in the head, Joe.
We're getting
What?
No,
It is cat in the
no,
hat.
it's a Donald Trump thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stop it from there. All right, quick keep
Hold
going.
on, wait. I'm curious what the
It's just like some Facebook post your aunt would make or something.
punchline is. It's so political, and the ending is just like he's a fart. That's the
Oh
punchline.
my god.
It's
Whoa. Whoa.
yeah. All these have pictures.
What
to
are we
them.
looking at?
I mean, I'm on Pinterest.
My mistake. You have the Pinterest app.
A husband exclaims to his wife one day, "Your butt is getting really big." All right, if you say that, not only are you dead, but you're getting sawed off the child.
Well, no,
chamber.
big butts are in now.
Yeah.
You want a big butt now.
Even the
We're
guy.
gonna leave. We're
Right,
gonna,
fellas?
We're gonna be real
am I
careful
right?
how we talk about this shit.
Am I right?
Your butt is getting really big. It's bigger than the barbecue grill.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't say that.
Later that night in bed, the husband makes some advances towards his wife, who completely brushes him off. "What's wrong?" he asks. She answers, "Do you really think I'm going to fire up that big-ass grill on one little weenie?"
Oh. Giving it right back to him, baby.
I like that one.
Oh,
That was
ween.
good.
Right in the
That was
garage
good.
door.
That
Oh,
was good.
ween.
All right, we're going to do 3 more. You guys know the
You
drill.
know the
3
drill.
more, you know
No,
the
you know
drill.
the drill. 3 more, you
say
know the
it and
drill.
add an extra one.
All right. All right, we're gonna keep God out of this conversation. All right.
God's in every conversation.
You get what I'm saying, John.
I'm kidding.
Are you trying to fucking send me to hell? All right.
Yeah, what are you trying to do? Send him to hell?
Whoever snuck that S in fast food was a clever little bastard.
Oh,
Just
fat
Facebook-
food.
It's just Facebook posts.
I love these.
He's on Pinterest.
Fat food. You get it?
Yeah. No, explain it to me.
All right, one more meme and then a real joke. All right.
One more meme.
For all the young ladies thinking I'm getting a tattoo, just remember, when you get older, a butterfly on the back becomes a buzzard in the crack.
I like that one because it rhymed.
These are like these are like 60-year-old men who make these. Like
Awesome.
You gotta respect it. Say, hey, someone's gotta do it.
someone's got to do it.
All right,
They got
let's
a
see.
Canva subscription and they're just going crazy.
All right, last one.
All right.
A man walks into a bank and says to the teller, I want to open a fucking checking account.
I want to open a fucking checking account.
The woman replies, I beg your pardon, but that kind of language is not tolerated in this bank. The woman leaves the window and goes over to the bank manager to inform him of the situation. The manager agrees that the woman does not have to listen to that kind of language. They both return to the window, and the manager asks the man, Sir, what seems to be the problem here? There is no fucking problem, the man says. I just won $200 million in the damn lottery, and I want to put my fucking money in the fucking bank. Oh, I see, says the manager. And this is bitch giving you a hard time, sir?
Is it because he's rich?
Yeah.
Okay.
He found out he's rich, so he don't give
so
a fuck.
so everyone can
Yeah.
do whatever.
He's like, oh, is this because like he was like, oh, we don't tolerate swearing. He's like, I just won the fucking lottery, and the guy goes, is this bitch giving you a hard time? And now he's joining the he's swearing.
Yeah.
I like that guy assumes he's gonna get like part of it or
Well,
like
you
part of
deposit
the
in the
money.
bank,
Well, if he
like
puts it in the bank, I mean,
Yeah.
you can take that money and give it to other people to borrow.
exactly.
All right.
We're gonna end on that one. That
right.
was great. We apologize on the couple little ones that have spiced it up a little bit, been gone for a couple
Some of them
weeks.
got spicy.
So, but didn't mean to offend anybody, but they're just jokes. Relax.
Dante, relax.
It's joke of the day, guys. All right?
Joke of the
Relax.
day, right? Shit. All right. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. John, thanks for coming on down.
Hey, of course.
Make sure you like and
Thanks for having
subscribe. Turn your notifications on. We'll be back on Friday. That shit is a fucking